Jewish dads.
I said, I don't think the cake's there anymore.
No, the cake. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. C minor? D minor. Great, thank you. Now, are we in the right key? Great. I don't know about all of you, but for me, it's been a long week. It's nice to have this time to just take a breath and relax and let go of stresses and challenges of the week. Enjoy the peace of Shabbat. We are in the month of Elul, which started last Thursday. And there is a tradition that for each day of Elul that we recite Psalm 27. And Psalm 27 has a couple of lines in it that you can find on page 358. We haven't sung this since last high holiday season, so we'll sing it a few times to get used to it, and it'll come back at the end as well. Can I, surprise, Michis, can I invite you up to light candles? Ben and Adira? We are on pages 2 and 3, or 3 and 2.
Good stuff.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our day be among those who kindle light.
We continue on page 12 with Lechune Ranana. Turn ahead to pages 20 and 21 for L'Chadodi, as we welcome Shabbat as a bride. We'll sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we reach the 9th verse, we'll rise and face the entrance to welcome Shabbat in. La 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 la, L'Chadodi. B'dibor echad Before you take a seat, make sure to say hi to some people. Introduce yourself if there's someone you don't know. We continue on page 26 with Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah ve'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon u'vyom echon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael Bagala, bagala, ubizman kariv, v'yimeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach, le'alam ulal me'almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, ve'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam ve'yitnaseh, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemei de Kudesha, Brichu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Damiran be'alma, v'yimeru, Amen. Please rise in body or spirit for Baruch, the call to worship on page 28. On page 31 in the middle, this is an hour of change. Within it, we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it, we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. We are standing. This is an hour of change. Elul is the whole month of Elul, not just when we get to Ashkenazi Slichot that starts the Shabbat before Rosh Hashanah, but the Sephardi Slichot, which traditionally starts with Rosh Chodesh Elul. This is the hour of change. This is the time that we are supposed to be reflecting on who we've been in the past year and who we want to be in the coming year. We know that change doesn't just happen all at once, but is something that we have to do slowly and gradually. We need to make it a time of change that persists over and over and over again, so that we are prepared not to all of a sudden shift on Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur, but having taken those first steps earlier. This is the hour of change. We continue with Ahavat Olam, page 32. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Moshe Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. Page 36. We remember that we are supposed to teach them to our children, and sometimes our children are also teaching us patience and how to focus, even when they are being a little bit distracting. This too is Torah. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'shinantam bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha ukshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vitem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. Page 39 at the top, as we are celebrating the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, we remember that we are still sometimes standing on the parted shores of history, where we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Page 40.
ונאמר כיבד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Page 42. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 44. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat b'dorotam b'richotam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat b'dorotam b'richotam. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורתם ברית עולם. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורתם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורתם ברית עולם.
They're having a little bit too much fun over there, so I needed to throw them. We rise now for the Amidah. It's good that Shabbat is bringing joy. We rise now for the Amidah, page 46. Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Anora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim ve'Konei Hakol ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot u'Mevi Gila Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Hozer u'Moshiach u'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Le'Hoshia Morid Hatah Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabbi Somech Noflim Verofech Olim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Umidom Elach Melech Memit Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh U'kdoshim b'chol yom yehalelu chasela Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. We continue with our private prayers. When you've finished with your prayers, you may be seated.
Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yosef Tevel, ve'al kol Yisrael v'niberu. Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yosef Tevel, ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh Shalom B'Ramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. At each of our services, we take time to think of those who are in need of peace, of healing, of wholeness, of body, mind, or spirit. Friends, I'm going to have you come down with me, okay? Noah, can you come with me? Can you come stand with me? Thank you. We're going to take some quiet time now and think of those who need healing, okay? And we're going to invite, we're going to invite those who are, if you're thinking of someone, to share those names with us at this time. On this Shabbat, we think of Joyce. Words of the Mishaberach can be found on page 253. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, We also take some time to share some blessings, moments of gratitude from the past week.
This isn't happened yet, but my partner is going to be coming over this weekend, and I'm excited. And I'm also going to be bringing them to the apple orchard. Yay!
Talk right into
My husband and I celebrated our 56th wedding anniversary.
I'm very grateful for John for painting and putting up the sail and all the other wonderful things he does every single day.
We purchased a robotic litter box, and it saved my marriage.
I'm grateful that I got to spend Wednesday kayaking on the Stillaguamish River and saw lots of beautiful birds, eagles and herons and mergansers.
I'm really excited. Tomorrow I get to help lead a tour of the Museum of Glass for the Blind.
I finished my first full week at my new job. I've talked to a few clients, and nothing's burning down yet, so I'm excited.
I'm thankful that my mom is able to see a neurologist in Seattle this coming week. I'm thankful that she got that appointment when she needed it.
We're celebrating my granddaughter's 31st birthday.
My Super Zitty turned 100. I celebrated his birthday in Texas.
My husband here quit his very toxic job and got a brand new one. I'm grateful for our guests, Lily and Lulu Stellar. Lulu was able to join us tonight for services. They're from Santa Barbara, and Lulu is a student at San Diego, sorry. Lulu's at UPS. Make that, Lily's at UPS.
We can say Baruch atah Adonai hatov v'hameitiv. Blessed are you, Adonai, who does good and makes good, or the one who is good and makes good. We are 3 weeks away from Rosh Hashanah. Not that anyone's counting. And in Parshat Ki Tetzei, which, I don't know, has anyone read it recently? It's long and full of lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of rules. Some of them are a little bit on the more challenging side. Some of them made a lot of sense in their time and make little to no sense today. Yuvali, can you go play outside with that? Thank you. Thank you. Yep. Because what could be better, dressing up in costume than dressing up in costume on Shabbat?
Well, it sounds like more fun than listening to a bunch of rules.
Fair. Sounds more fun than listening to a bunch of rules. It is true. Dressing up in costume would be a lot more fun than standing there listening to a bunch of rules, because remember, this is part of Moses' 3-day speech where he has in fact been talking to them for quite a while, and they're still needing to stand there and listen to him giving a bunch of rules. So definitely playing dress up would be way more fun. But what's interesting about many of the rules in this parsha, not to say that they are so much different from rules in other parshiot, but that there are a lot of them that are really focused on very literally building a healthy society. Making sure that workers are paid on time, that those who have literally the clothes on their back as their only possessions are not required to sleep essentially naked in the desert overnight if they've borrowed something, to make sure that food is left for the poor, the orphan, the widow, and the stranger. Those are the 4 general categories of marginalized people as understood by Jewish tradition, by Torah. Just as a point of clarification, orphan meant that you didn't have a father, which is why it sort of went into the same category as widow, because in those times, men were the providers. And so if you didn't have someone to, and could also be the ones to inherit property, so if you didn't have someone like that, then you were economically disenfranchised. And also just to be a good person, like don't cheat your neighbors, and make sure that you build a parapet on your roof so that no one accidentally falls off of it. And right, they're things that really are just about how to be a decent human being in society. To remember that while sometimes it is all about us, it is not actually all about us. that we have responsibilities and obligations to other people, just as they have responsibilities and obligations to us as well. I was thinking of this in particular because there's just been so much toxicity everywhere. Not just Nick in your job, but also in society. The Facebook, there's so much just plain meanness, and interpersonal relationships can be very difficult, and if things don't go exactly the way you want them to, then people get mean. And this Torah portion, which always comes just a few weeks before Rosh Hashanah, it always comes just a few weeks before Rosh Hashanah, is here to remind us, remember those things that we've been talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks in Deuteronomy and Leviticus, in Exodus, not so much in Numbers. Numbers is mostly complaining. These things are important, and as we are coming up upon Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and you're thinking about who you're going to be, remember, these are the things that you're supposed to do. This is who you are supposed to be in order to be, as our tradition tells us, a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. We're in this time that is supposed to be a time of self-reflection, of cheshbon hanefesh, accounting of our souls. And so if we really need it, Ki Tetzei gives us a list of the things we should be doing and things we shouldn't be doing. And if we really need to, we can go through and check, or I need to work on that one a little bit. It doesn't contain everything, and like I said, there's some parts of it that do not apply today, or that we wish should not apply today. But overall, I think that it's actually perfectly situated here. Mostly I've just been bored by it, but reading it again, it's reminding me that it's perfectly situated here as we prepare for Rosh Hashanah, to remind us of who we are and who we should be as we enter the new year. Shabbat Shalom. Maddie, I'd like to invite up Maddie Plumer, our board secretary. To offer some announcements.
I'm not good at that job. I'm learning. Can you hear me? No. So I don't know. Can you hear me now? Maybe? How about now? No. I don't know.
Yeah, just hold it like this.
This, without, okay, now you go. Okay. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Okay, well, I don't want to spit on it. I don't want to kiss it, Greg. Okay. Thank you to Rabbi for reminding us of these important things, and to Debbie, Jab, for always helping. Oh, and thank you very much here.
You don't have to hold that quite so close.
And security, Sean Berthel, and Randy Leifson as a greeter, our Onig, Bill, and Laura Hershkovitz, the Onig, the tech person tonight, Aaron Peterson, and Stacy for always helping with setting up the Onig. Did anyone else help? And cleaning up.
Bill actually helped set it up.
Bill? Okay, and Bill too for setting it up. Thank you. Okay, everything I say is in the Shabbat Shalom, but I'm going to highlight a couple of things. Spivvid update in and out of the temple is Sunday. We really need a lot of help between 9 and 12. If you're planning to work inside, We need inventory, so come ready to take pictures and some writing, descriptions for the temple. For insurance purposes, we need to start an inventory, but also outside help is needed too. Community Harvest Day in person is Sunday, this Sunday, from 12 to 4. And the annual Home of Peace Cemetery Pilgrimage is Sunday, September 10th. Save the date for Seattle Jewish Theater Company Mississippi Summer, Sunday, November 5th. And we really need volunteers in two areas, especially to greet people during the community, during temple events, and also security to help Sean out because he's here all the time, and we need to start having more people helping there. Also for setting up for Oneg Shabbats, because Stacy and a few others do it every week. So we need people to do that, and if you're interested, please do call the temple at the temple number. High Holy Day food drive continues, so check the bulletin that came out. All the information is on that for the Emergency Food Network, and there's a place if you want to donate online. And any High Holy Day information will be found in the bulletin, and a full schedule of services. If you need any information on that and you haven't received it, Olivia is in the front office and she can send that to you. Shabbat Shalom.
Oops. You all will hopefully be getting, or all members at least will be getting a High Holiday packet booklet with all of the information and the seating passes and everything all of the information you need, and hopefully we'll also be getting an email out shortly after Shabbat with all of that information as well. Thank you, Maddie, for also thanking everybody. We're going to return to our prayer books now, page 282 for Aleinu. Please rise and body your spirit.
Aleinu l'shabeach v'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
You may be seated. We turn now to the words of the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294 and think of those who have died in recent days and weeks. We are thinking of Myrtle Johnson, who will have a service tomorrow
for her with her family, and Shiva will then be, the time of Shiva will then take place after that. We are in the period of Shiva for Jeff Hyman, and to his family we say Hamakom Yinachem Etchem B'toch Shar Avlei Tzion V'Yerushalayim. And we are in the period of Shloshim for Don Yeager. We also think of those who have died at this time in years past. If I say the name of someone you're thinking of, I invite you to rise so that we can acknowledge you as a mourner. We think of Ramona Adorno, Yoko Birnbaum, Carl Braverman, Bernard Brotman, Betty Buchbinder Moore, Sylvia Cohen, Morris Fink, Max Finkelstein, Dorothy Friedman, Celia Greenberg, Louis Greenberg, Sarah Hodis, Robert Lawrence Hubbard, Stephen Jaffe, Charles Langford, Sam Leichman, Herbert Long, Janet Lingfelter, Sandra Moore, Karen Nyman Michelman, Linda Nelson Olson, Sydney Newman, Pansy Perlman, Mark Allen Peterson, Audrey Portnoy, Rose B. Rome, Abraham Rothstein, Norman Simon, Walter Sinsheimer, Joe Tatt, Joseph Wallace, and Miriam Zarinsky. As we think of them, we say Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. We rise to join our mourners as they lead us in the Mourner's Kaddish on page 294. Yitgadal, Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma, Divrach, Chirute, V'yamlich Malchute, V'chayechon, Uv'yomechon, Uv'chaye, Docho Beit Yisrael, V'agala, Uv'izman, Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehe Shmei Rabbah, Mivarach, Le'alam, Ulalmei Almaya. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh. V'yithadar, V'yitalev, V'yithalal, Shemei Dekudasha, Brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran ve'alma v'yimru, amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, Amen. We're going to conclude once again on page 358. You may be seated.
We turn back to page 5 for Kiddush. And any of our kiddos can come in if someone wants to call the wild ones. If they're willing to stop playing with superhero capes or just want to wear them in. Did you also need a superhero cape?
Say thank you.
You're welcome. Hold on a sec. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron l'maaseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat l'chaim. Yeah, it's right here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lachem min haaretz Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom. Oh, and Yuval helped me make this challah today. Are you gonna? Oh, sorry. You know what's up there. Oh, you can put this just on the table. Yes, thank you. We'll be 3 in March.